Yo, what's up? Today, as you could see, I am wearing my own band's merchandise here. Because today, we're talking about loving yourself in 1 minute or less.
Actually, it's going to be a few minutes. I'm sorry.
Now, don't go and get gross. I'm not talking about like loving yourself in like a, an R-rated sort of way. Today, we're just talking about really like fucking with yourself and being supportive of yourself and just making sure that like if anyone is going to be in your corner, that like you're in your corner as well. Last week, I posted a video about growing up that some people got and some people took completely the wrong fucking way, which is inevitable because whenever you put something out there, people are going to kind of interpret it in their own ways. They're not going to listen to everything you're saying 110%, and they're going to, apply their own sort of intuition and assumptions to your words. And yeah, I'm not fucking depressed. I'm not quitting doing anything. I'm in a good mood. I was in a good mood when I recorded that video. And it's just more of like, these are self-reflections that I think I just want to put out there into the wild for people to digest. Because a lot of people also hit me up privately that totally related and understood what I was getting at with what I was trying to do with that video. Anyways, less talking about that video, more talking about this video. This video today, as I've already said, is about loving yourself. And the concept of that really comes from the attitude that you put out into the world. Because I think that if you are a type of person that is putting out negative energy, why would you expect anyone to want to be around you that isn't already as negative or even more negative than you are, than the mood that you're in, right? Negative people seek out negative energies. So why would you want to invite that in? And I think one of the best things that you could do, whether or not you're an artist or a creative or whatever the fuck it is just make sure that you are into yourself. Make sure that you do love yourself so you could put that love for yourself out into the world and attract that positivity. I'm not trying to sound like, some fucking like Instagram influencer that posts like the fucking, photos with the inspirational quotes or some shit like that. But I think that there's a very toxic thing that maybe people like me and maybe people like you, if you're in the same boat, where we kind of write off that sort of shit where like, oh yeah, it's fucking corny to like post this inspirational quote type stuff, right? But like, there is a lot of good value, I think, in fucking with yourself and kind of being in your own corner and having that positive energy about yourself that I don't think we should write off. While I'm not telling everybody to go start posting inspirational quotes, it's just kind of like if you see something like that and it makes you feel a certain type of way, maybe you should ask yourself, why do I feel angry at this? Is there some self-work that I need to do? Or am I just a grump? Or is this person just genuinely being corny? Because, don't get me wrong. I've seen some people that post some shit like that, and they're total fucking hypocrites. And it just makes me, like, my eyes roll in the back of my head, down my spine, and out my asshole. Like, that's what it's like. So I get it if that's where you're coming from. But for the most part, I just think finding this right balance, this yin and yang, if you will, between, like, being positive about yourself, but also being cynical to a healthy degree is a tightrope that I'm always walking. Because, don't get me wrong, a lot of people are full of shit. And in my own regards, I'm full of shit and I'm a hypocrite in a lot of ways too. I'm only fucking human, What the fuck do you want? I wish I wasn't. I wish I could claim to be something else, but I'm not. Maybe Elon Musk can help me not be human in the future. We'll see how it goes. Cheers to that. Not that I'm sort of like Elon Musk Tesla fan or whatever like that. I really don't know much about the guy. I don't know much about anything because I'm busy investing in myself, not investing in the drama and the hype of others. But I digress. We're going off on a tangent, but that's what these videos are. Feeling yourself, fucking with yourself, loving yourself. I think it's really important. And if you don't fuck with yourself, why? That's a good question to ask yourself this week, maybe, if you're watching this. If you do not enjoy the person that you are, if you don't fuck with yourself enough to support yourself and put yourself out into the world in a positive light, maybe that's something that we should work on. Not me personally work on something with you. I'm not qualified, and I drank this fucking beer and now I'm burping all over the place, but a perfect example of how I'm not qualified to fucking help anybody. But what I was saying is that not we as in me, but, you know, just as a human species, right? Like, we should be willing to all support ourselves and put that positive energy out there for other people to feel and feed off of and adapt into their own lives. Like, you know, that whole like cynicism towards inspirational quotes or positivity that happens from time to time in some certain circles of people, like, that shit needs to go. It's not good for fucking anybody. And I still think that you can be a dark, brooding, weirdo, alternative type motherfucker, but like, have a positive outlook on life. You don't have to be a fucking grump just because you live some sort of a dark underground lifestyle. I mean, we all pretty much live underground now thanks to the fucking pandemic. But you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. Maybe I'm talking to a very narrow, specific demographic of people right now. But I just wanted to put out there, loving yourself is worth it. Supporting yourself in what you do. And if you don't, then ask yourself why and figure out what you need to do to support yourself. Because if you're putting time and energy into doing things, you know, that you don't love or that you don't appreciate, or things that don't make you respect yourself more or appreciate yourself more, then like, what are you doing with your time? Because I mean, you're not going to love every little thing that you do. Like, I don't love work, but that's fucking the reality of the world, right? I don't like it. But I like the fact and I respect the fact that I'm able to dedicate the time to those things to help support myself, support the people around me, and just, you know, give myself the comfort to be able to do this bullshit whenever I'm not at work. You know, I only have to work a certain amount of time during my week, and then the rest of the week I could fuck off and film dumb videos and work on music. And I just want everybody to think a little bit more positively about themselves coming up here in the future. I know it's not easy right now. I know that there's a lot of chaos and distractions in the world right now, but put that time and energy into yourself. If you haven't been feeling yourself, if there's things that you can work on those things. If you don't know how to work on those things, don't be too fucking good to ask for help. We all need help. I need help. You need help. We all need help. Nobody is 110% self-sufficient. It's not, it's just not in our building, you know, whether that's DNA or the way we've been brought up in society. I don't fucking know, but that's okay. I think, you know, part of human life is connecting with other human beings, being there for each other, but it's impossible to be there for someone else if you can't be there for yourself. And hopefully this whole video makes sense. I think I've made my point, but if you've made it this far through the video, if you're not one of those people that has watched maybe the first minute of a 10-minute long video that I post and then leave a comment asking me if I'm okay based off of the first minute of a video when the other 9 minutes explains the answer to the question that you may be asking me, if you're not one of those people and you're still here, thanks for being here. And for those of you that clicked off the video already that will never see this, hey, you do you. Give yourself a break, but make sure you're putting time into loving yourself and taking care of yourself so you can be a positive force of change and inspiration for the people around you. Okay? Okay, God damn it. Until the next time, take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you. Peace.